Hey guys, and welcome back to Bath City, and we're here at the end of our first season in the football leagues. And I'm going to have to say this last episode might be slightly disappointing in the fact that it looks as though we don't have really anything to play for, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So at the end of this episode, I'm going to obviously jump into the awards for this season. I'd love to hear from you guys. Which player do you think deserves Best Player of the Season? Who do you think will win that? Maybe Best Young Player? I'd love to hear what you guys think of who will win what at the end of season. And we're also going to look at the different leagues, because obviously we're now into the 5th season in the game. We're going to have a quick look at all the different leagues and see maybe how the Premier League, the Championship have all changed, and what teams are doing well, and maybe what teams have fallen possibly a little bit. So that's something to look forward to, because we don't have much to play for today, because thankfully, guys, and this is great news, we have survived. We're 4 points ahead of Barnet. And so that means even if we lose our last game against Barnet, we will not be getting relegated. Oh, thank God. Thank the gods. I got extremely nervous near the end of the season, but you know what? Ever since we got kind of halfway through the season, when we weren't doing too badly, I felt I kept seeing little glimpses that the team could stay up. And that's what they did, so really happy about that. I would say this is more about the fact that these two played really badly. That's what I'm going to say. I'd say it's less that we played well. The second half of the season we played really badly, but I think it's partly because these two played even worse than we have. Let's have a quick look about what's been going on. So, in the last month we had a few games. Last time obviously you guys saw we played against... Oh, I was going to say we're going to go a bit further down. And the last game you guys saw was against Lincoln. We lost 1-0. Obviously, Lincoln are a good team. I didn't expect to win that game, so the loss was to be expected. After we played against Plymouth, another really tough team, and we lost this game as well. That was kind of the annoying thing, you know. There were some parts in the second half of the season we played against easier teams, and we should have been winning. And near the end of the season, we had a lot of tough teams to play against, and it was really difficult for our team to get the points that they needed. Junior did score in this game, but it just wasn't enough. You can see overall the team played okay, but they were just more clinical. We definitely need to get a bit more, shall we say, better defenders, maybe ones who can kind of hold on, probably new goalkeeper as well, because obviously the other team is getting the same amount of shots as we are, and on target about as we are, but they're scoring more. It even means that our strikers are not good enough, or our goalkeeper is not. And I feel like a lot of games so far in the second half of the season, we've been letting in too many goals in some games. So that was not a good result. After playing against Mansfield, and I was saying before, we needed at least one win, I felt. I felt we needed maybe 2 wins, or maybe a win and a draw. But against Mansfield, we finally found a win since the game against Barrow. That was so long ago. Look at that. So many games without a win. But we finally grabbed one, and I commend the team for this. In fact, really the hero here is Junior. Junior gave a great performance. I think it just stands to show how good he is, actually. When it comes to most of the players on our team, Junior is probably one of our best players, and this game kind of showed that. I think we can just jump in to a couple of these goals. If I remember correctly, these 2 goals were so good. I think I remember, I say. I did play these yesterday, so it could be that I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure these were the ones I wanted to show. Plus, these 2 goals saved our club, possibly. Obviously, if we lost this game, we would be 1 point ahead of Barnet. So you see Ashton there, getting it back. Kuya, a lovely little ball above, and Junior runs on, just somehow gets the ball into the net. I have no idea. He just manages to get it just a little bit past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper couldn't hold on to it. And for the second goal, can I click on this? No, I have to actually click onto it, I think. There we go. And the second goal, 78th minute. So we're getting close to the end of the match. We needed a win, like I said before. And he gets it back to Junior. And look at that. That was the goal I wanted to show. That goal there won us the match and kept us in League 2. Now, obviously, we're going to see if we do beat Barnet, it means maybe that wasn't a big deal, but if we lose against Barnet, that shows that goal just then by Junior, a stunning goal from so far away. I keep saying he can do some really good long shots, and that was a great example of it. Then again, he does a lot of bad long shots as well, but yeah, After that, we played against Dagon Red, and this was very disappointing, losing 3-0. Dagon Red having a really good season. We couldn't really match them at all, as you could see. No shots on target for us. Not a great game. But after this game, Barnet lost basically all of their games, and so we were able to stay up. Look at that. Loss, loss, loss. A win from the last 3 games. They lost all of them. So thank the football gods. We managed to stay up. Bath are going to have another season in League 2. A second season in the Football League. This is history right here, guys. Not many teams who've never been in the Football League get up and are able to stay up. Very difficult for teams to do that. But poor Barnet, you know, they're not a terrible team. It's sad to see them drop down. And they've played well sometimes. You can see they've been kind of mid-table in League 2 for quite a while. Nicholson is probably going to feel quite bad about this. But yeah, let's jump into the game and see if we can just... we got nothing to play for. If we win the match, we're not going to go and beat Doncaster. So it doesn't help either way. Win, lose, loss. Nothing's going to happen. But we want to beat Barnet to prove to everyone that we are the ones who are meant to stay up. Barnet deserve to go down. Bath deserves to stay up. If we lose against them, okay, who cares? But if we win, we're proving to everyone that we do deserve to stay up over Barnet. And let's jump in. And we're away from home for today. We're keeping things the same as they are. There's going to be a lot of work in the transfers this season. Hopefully, if we actually get some money. When we've got a new board at the moment, so we got a new board at the start of last season, but the previous board basically made the budget. Nobody fancies us to win. No, let's go with... Let's show the world what this team's about. Yeah, let's show them what we're about and why we should stay up. But yeah, we had new owners, so maybe these new owners might give us some more money for the next season. Really hoping we can get a bit. Obviously, our finances, though, are not great. That is one of the big problems right now. So with bad finances, maybe they're not going to offer me much money. But we'll definitely have to let some players go, I think. Probably a lot of youth players as well, just to try and open up our budget as much as we can. Like, every £100 that we can save can be added in to the wage budget. Hopefully get a few players in. Definitely want to get a better squad. Like, overall, we got a few good players that can play in this league. Such as, you know, Junior, Leyland, Viner's not been too bad, I think. Kuya, he's been quite good. Wintle, of course. You know, these are players that can obviously play at this level, but we need a bigger squad of players so that we can try different tactics. It's been really hard to like kind of mix up the team a bit against different teams because we don't have many players, or at least quality players that can play in different positions. I would like a quality defensive midfielder because Sarpong has just shown he's not good enough for this league. So I really want a defensive midfielder for against some of the bigger teams. You know, when we play against teams like Lincoln, teams that are obviously better than us, I would like a good defensive midfielder for those games. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some things on that. We'll have to wait and see. But then again, I always say that, and then we just can't attract the players that we want. That's one of the biggest issues. It's just about attracting players. They decide to go to other teams. Even when I offer them a contract, they accept the contract. They get offered by another team. They choose the other team almost 90% of the time. That's why I think it's been quite nice that we've had players on loan like Kuya and Wintle, because they've been on loan with us. They seem much more open to signing with the team because they obviously like the team. They know they can play well. But here they're going on the attack there. Good defense there. I think that was a Ball there. Ball and Hunter. You know, 2 players that started this whole series with us. Both did quite a good little display there. Wintle with a long shot. Wintle. I'm not sure what to do with him at the moment. I just feel like he's gotten worse in the second half of the season. I think it's just because the AI teams are starting to mark him a lot more. They know he's one of our best players. So that can have an effect. They're going to get the ball through Pearson. Oh, almost was a nice little ball there, but our defenders were in the right place at the right time. To Tonda. Good job there by Wintle. Junior has the ball. What are we going to see? And, okay. Yeah. Not great all around. I think both sides have been a bit weak here. We've had quite a lot of shots, actually, though. They've not had as many shots as we have, but it's not been quality shots by us. And that should have been a goal. Barnet really should have been scoring there. Kitchka, as you can see, has been playing the last month. It's not really helped, as you guys have seen. We did win that one game against Mansfield, but then again, we've also lost quite a few games as normal. We've also let in a lot of goals. I think it just shows that Kishka and Eve are just not good enough. And we've kind of known that. It's just like I say, we just don't have the finances to bring in better goalkeepers or the reputation. It's all about balance sometimes, you know? It's all about that type of thing. Sometimes you're just in a bad position, and that's what our club is in. So I'm going to have to restart. We can come out with a win from this game. Let's go. Grab us a win just to kind of end this on a, not a high. I mean, it's already a high because we survived. That was always my goal. I'm hoping maybe this could be like the National League, maybe. You know, the first season in the National League was quite difficult. Then the second season we did very well. Maybe we can do that in League 2. Kuya now back to Hunter. Gets it down to Murphy. Kuya gets it to Wintle. Gets it to Ashton. And Ashton, I think, was trying to get it to Junior, but he hit one of the Barnet players. If that deflected into goal, that would have been hilarious. I mean, I'd been happy for Ashton, but it would have been kind of undeserved. We've got double the shot so far. More possession, but the same on target. Barnet have definitely been keeping us out. That's what seems to be going on. We're having a lot of shots, but they're long shots. Not really helpful at this moment in time. Ashton grabs the ball. Gets it to Hunter just. I was a bit worried there. Ball. Gets it to Hunter. Down to Murphy. Murphy. Okay, back to ball. Okay, down to Kuya. Murphy. Okay, Wintle. Hunter. Back to Kuya. Some good play here. Nice passing. Wintle, what are you going to do? Get to Junior. Junior. Oh. Okay, he did get it to Junior. That was a good little pass. They managed to sneak it past the defenders, but Junior just couldn't get a good shot from that angle. Ball, couldn't get the ball there, but that's fine. Monfils has the ball. Monfils, apparently, from my my staff, they've been telling me Monfils been improving quite a bit, which is good to see, you know. I don't think he's terrible, but he does find it... You know, if one of our defenders is going to make a mistake, it does seem to be it's going to be Monfils. I think that just says, really, that he's bad. Maybe intelligence. I should really maybe look into that a bit more. But I've talked about it a few times, actually. Junior now, in a good position. I've seen him score from that position many times. Really should have got that there. And here we go. Oh, yeah, also, Junior has beaten the Bath record for goals in a season. I think he scored 26 goals this season, or was it 27? I think it's 27. He scored 27 goals this season, and the last record was 26 by Junior himself, so he beat his own record. But I say, and with us doing so badly, the fact that him, you know, having that many goals, and the fact that Hunt obviously had that many assists, it does show that, you know, even though we're in a bad position, it does show that they've actually had a really good season, Junior and Hunter. Even if the team itself has not done so well, it probably shows we've let in way too many goals. It shows that we scored quite a lot of goals, but we've let in way too many. Think about the first half of the season, I think our goal difference was like very close to 0, maybe like -5 or something like that. By the end of the season, we're at -20. 20-something, maybe -25 at the moment. So that does show that the amount of goals we've been letting in has been way more. So I do want a good defensive midfield. That's something I'm going to definitely have to look into. We'll just have to wait to see what's available, though. Obviously, I can't afford transfers, really. We just have to go on the free market. So a lot of time it can depend on what's available and who we can get. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope we can get a good defensive midfielder. But I'm going to have to wait and see. Akindi there should have been scoring from there. Kitschke, though, managed to just push it round the corner. And let's just see if we can bring some new feet on. Billy is got a yellow card, so let's bring him on for him. Mazier can swap with that. Junior's not had a great game so far. Hunter's looking nervous, though, but he's not been playing badly. Let's bring on Brendan for him. You know what? Let's do that. Aaron Williams, I really hope we can find someone to buy him at the end of the season. I really just... I would sell him for anything, basically. I just need him to go. Wintle there with a foul. 67, we've got 20 minutes left. So far, 0-0. I feel like we could definitely get a win here. But then again, so could they. I now cannot see. This happens sometimes in the game. There's a little bug sometimes when nothing will now appear. So I can't see all the stats. On the 75th minute, I'll go see if we make a substitution. Because I can't see if anyone's tired right now. Okay, Mazier is. We'll leave it then. Everyone seems fine. We'll wait till the 80th minute, maybe. I hate the fact now I can't see the stats. I can't see anything. I hate it when the game does that. I'm not sure if that's to do with the skin, maybe, or if that's just... I think it's just the game in general has a little bug like that. Nice little attempt there by Shodipo. But it's sad to think all these players here, these Barnet players, these Barnet fans, yeah, they're all going down to the National League. They fell out the Football League. It's sad. At least that's not us. That's what we can just, feel happy about. That's not us. That is not going to be us. We have survived. I still can't believe it in a way. The fact we've done this well, we've managed to get this far with Bath. I always assumed when I started the series that I was probably going to get Bath to the National League and probably just have to leave in the National League. I didn't think we'd probably get out the National League or the fact we'd be able to stay in League 2. So that was kind of my thinking at the time. I was expecting myself to just leave Bath in the National League, but the fact that we've managed to get here just blows my mind. This has been one of my funnest actual plays in Football Manager 2017, and maybe it's because by the time Football Manager comes out, there's always new things to learn. Some things have more advantages, some things have different advantages. Like you learn, obviously, in Football Manager 17, morale is extremely important, it feels like. And I think once you learn all that, you kind of get used to it. It makes you a better player at it. So I think maybe I'll become a better Football Manager in 2017. Obviously, 2018 is going to be interesting because we're going to have to learn what works in 2018 and what does not work. So that'll be a whole new learning curve. Okay, there we go. The curtain comes down on the Football League, and we are here. Here we stand. 4 points ahead, falling out. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Gillingham have been promoted. Crawley have been promoted. Yeovil have been promoted. Luton, Notts County, Bristol Rovers, and Dagenham Red have all got in to the playoffs. So which one of those? Ooh, Wimbledon just missed out by 1 point. That is a shame for them. If they had 1 more point, they'd have had the same goal difference as Bristol Rovers and Dagenham Red. So that would have been kind of funny. But a shame for them. Grimsby. Grimsby. Well, we might have to look through Grimsby and Barnet and see what players they have, because I'm going to assume they're probably going to let go of a few players. We could possibly look through and see if there's any players from them that we might be able to steal. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. We'll see what players have won what awards, and we'll see what the rest of the Football League looks like. I'll see you in a second. And here we are. We're now getting to the Bath City Awards for the end of our first season in League 2. As you can see here is the overall best 11 squad that we've had over the years. It's always fun to look at this and kind of see which players are here. You've got Junior up front. Kim is counted as on there. That's pretty cool to see. Ashton, Hunter, Sarpong would be on there. He has given good performances in the past, so that does not surprise me. Murphy, Leyland, Hemmings. Whatever happened to Hemmings? Hemmings is a free agent at the moment. He's not been able to find a new club. That is a shame. Batten, Ball. It's fun to see old players. Kitschka's there in the goal position. Daly, the substitute. Manny, Brendan Kinnan, Aaron Williams, Stuart Fleetwood. He's a coach right now. Maybe we should bring him in as a coach one day. I keep thinking about it. I just felt my other coaches are better. It's a shame, but yeah. Andy Watkins as well. The man. If only he was just a better scout. He's a scout, but he's not a good scout, so I don't really want to bring him in. But I do want to bring him in as well. And here are the awards for the season. Fans Player of the Season is definitely Junior. He's destroyed the other players for the Fans Player of the Season. Wintle came second, and Leyland was third. Goal of the Season was Ryan Wintle. Signing of the Season, Ryan Wintle. And Young Player of the Season, Ryan Wintle. So basically, Junior, Ryan Wintle have come out on top for this season. Season in review. Bath had been expected to be relegation certainties heading into the season, and although that was the case, they would be delighted to finish with their heads above water. You're damn right. Average attendance 1,600, 81% full. Not too bad. I could be better, but not too bad. There we go. Joint 22nd highest. Our best performance was the game in Cambridge 4-1. And the moment to forget, yeah, the game against Grimsby, God, that was horrible. But just look at this curve. I still feel it's because the half season, maybe we were kind of unknown. So a lot of the other teams didn't really know our team. So we kind of managed to get away with a few things. But yeah, it does show you how it changes so much. End of season confidence review. Okay, they seem to be quite happy. Yeah. So the board seems pretty happy with us. We've got some players we can look into. Injury reports, yearly training. Okay, so looking pretty good. And apparently I've been attached to Fleetwood. No, I'm not going to Fleetwood. But let's have a quick look at the other different leagues at the moment. So this is League 2, of course. Let's go into League 1. So how does League 1 look? Let's look at the league table. So in League 1 at the moment we have MK Dons have been promoted to the Championship. Colchester has also been promoted. Portsmouth, Sheffield United, Peterborough and Carlisle are going to be playing in the playoffs. Obviously Portsmouth, yeah, this could be big for Portsmouth. Portsmouth could make their way back into the Championship. That'd be amazing for them, yes, because they fell so hard. You got Bolton stuck down here in League 1. Didn't even make it into the playoffs. That would be definitely a disappointment for them. Blackpool, Cheltenham. Looks like relegated was Scunthorpe, Fleetwood, Swindon and Burton. Poor Burton. You know, they were in the Championship now. They're just kind of stuck going between League 1 and 2. But yeah, looking up into the Championship. Let's see what we've got up here. We've got West Brom. Apparently have now got promoted back into the Premier League, I would suspect. Let's have a quick look at them. Let's see if it is that they're getting back. Yeah, they got relegated last season. They're hoping to get back in. Looks like that happened a few seasons ago, so they're kind of going up and down between the Premier League. Di Matteo is their manager. Interesting choice. Brentford have been promoted as well, and they actually were in the Premier League a couple of seasons ago and got relegated. So maybe that is not a massive surprise. They're going back up. Then we have Swansea, Huddersfield, Everton, and Wolves in the playoffs. So Everton. Yeah, so Everton got relegated a couple of seasons ago, and last season they came 8th. So they didn't make it back into the Premier League, and now they're in the playoffs. They may not even make it again. Poor Everton. They've fallen quite... That's a big fall for Everton, you know. They've been in the Premier League for so long. That's a massive thing for them to be stuck in the Championship. Plus, they could be stuck again. Oh, there's actually 1 game left. I'm sorry, yeah, because our league finishes quite early. They have 1 game left. But Everton will not be able to get to the automatic. They could actually fall down. Yeah, if Nottingham Forest win their game and Wolves, Everton could find themselves not even getting into the playoffs. Now, relegated are Walsall, Oxford and Birmingham. Any interesting teams here? Preston, Leeds. Okay, nothing particularly interesting there. And in the Premier League, we have Man City. So there's a couple of games still left in the Premier League, so we can't see the end of the season just yet. But it looks like Man City's going to win. The past winners have been Arsenal, Tottenham, and the last 2 have been Man United. So Tottenham actually won the Premier League a couple of seasons ago. That is massive, that one. That is massive. Burnley have been relegated. Cardiff have been relegated. When did they make it up? They came up last season. They're going straight back down. Cardiff. Once again, you've got up into the Premier League, and you've fallen right back down again. Middlesbrough as well. They were in the Premier League for a few seasons again. They came back up last season. They're going right back down again. Hull is there. Leicester. Fulham have made their way back into the Premier League. They've been in here for a few seasons. Look at that. So they got promoted in wow. So they managed to get into the playoffs in 6th place. And they managed to get promoted. And they've been in the Premier League, not doing too badly. That is pretty fun to see, the fact Fulham made their way back. I almost never see that. I never even see them get back into the Premier League, almost, let alone do this well. Aston Villa have also made their way back into the Premier League for the last few seasons. Kind of doing similarly to Fulham, though this season looks like they've done them quite nicely. Southampton, Watford, almost trying to catch up to those top 6, but the top 6 basically the same teams as you'd expect. So that's what we can see there. Obviously, I can't see what's going to happen at the end of the season, you know, but that's fine. We can kind of get a general idea of what's going on in different leagues, what teams are in different leagues, etc. But I hope you guys will join us next time. We'll be back at the start of the next season with our 2nd season in League 2. Can we make a big improvement, or will we be facing relegation battles once again? We'll have to wait and find out. Just going to cross my fingers that some players want to come to us, and they're ones that we need and are good prices. Hopefully the board just give me money. board, please give me money. Please give me money. We expanded the stadium, youth facilities, senior, we've got Hull as our affiliate. A lot of interesting things going on at the club, but we're running out of money. That's our big problem. Our debt as well. We had to pay, obviously, to build the new stadium, the seating, basically. Luckily, our new board did pay for half of that. It was 120 before, but they paid half when they came in, so that's not too bad. But it's not great either. But I'll see you then. I've been NG Paradox, and let's go.